Hey, so today I thought I'd talk about my favorite skin soothing products to help with redness, irritation, eczema, atopic dermatitis, dry, damaged, allergic, or skin that's going through retinization, the process of starting retinol and retinoid products. So some of these are my favorites. I've got them all over the price range. So I've got some little bit pricier ones and some super affordable ones. So I'm going to start out with, I think, arguably, excuse me, there we go. The newest of the batch is the Murad Quick Colloidal Oatmeal Treatment. They also came out with the Oatmeal Peptide Cleanser and then a moisturizer. I love this. The moisturizer is nice, but this stuff is a little bit more spreadable, a little bit more wonderful. It contains oat kernel, shea butter, colloidal oatmeal, panthenol, allantoin. Really nice product. You can just apply it to wherever you have any irritation or redness. And a little bit goes a long way. So I've been putting it on my neck because I always get little dry patches, especially in the winter time. So anyway, this stuff has really done the trick for me. I really enjoy it. So especially instead of using things like hydrocortisone treatments, which if you use them long enough, they can thin the skin and cause some really icky side effects. If you use hydrocortisone for a day or two, it's okay, but longer than that, it can really be irritating and in the long run make things worse. The things you're trying to make better, it can make them just worse and longer and worse to treat. So some of these are going to be better alternatives. Okay, next up we've got the DRMTLGY Soothe and Recovery Cream. This stuff I don't have to use a ton of it because it really does a nice job. And they've repackaged it now, but there we go. Here's a little sample of it. So this one's got Bisabolol, Allantoin, Panthenol, Ceramides. It really works well. Just a little bit of it does the trick. Again, I apply it like on my neck, or sometimes I'll layer this underneath the Murad or other things. You can also apply like Vaseline over all of these, and that'll help kind of seal everything in and work well together. So this stuff is wonderful. Highly recommend checking this out. I will link to that below. Next up, for more mild irritation or just for skin that's kind of red a lot of the time, but you don't necessarily have, you know, like flakiness or any other symptoms, the Geek and Gorgeous Stressless Serum is wonderful. We've got Madecassoside, which is a great biological compound from Centella Asiatica that has wound healing, skin recovery, hydrating properties. It also contains beta-glucan, which is a wonderful humectant that also has soothing, wound healing properties, as well as some anti-aging properties. So this one's just a nice daily serum. A lot of times in the summer I'll use this underneath vitamin C, or over vitamin C, and it really works well in conjunction with that. And this one's just a nice day-to-day product as opposed to something just when you need it because your skin's freaking out right now. And then it kind of prevents some of that from happening. Okay, next up, one of the more affordable ones on this list, the Aveeno Calm and Restore Skin Therapy for Sensitive Skin. I really like the original version of this, which they changed, and I just actually finished that version last night because it was a giant tube. But this stuff's got colloidal oatmeal, petroleum, panthenol. It's kind of an ointment type texture to it more so, kind of a balmy ointment. And really, I think if you can get on sale, it's even better. So I'll link to it at Ulta, but sometimes they have it on sale. But it's a really nice balm. Sometimes I just use this in the winter. My hands and cuticles get really dry, so I've been using this a lot at night. I'll put it on my hands and cuticles and then wait a couple minutes, and then I'll apply another thicker hand cream or ointment over it. And it really does a nice job, and no fragrance, and it's got a shorter, more minimal ingredient list. It's got a few things, but not a whole ton. Ceramide in there as well. Okay, next up, this is just a go-to for me regularly, but especially when my skin is freaking out, dry, whatever, did the laser too much. The Cosrx all-in-one Snail cream. You guys know I love this stuff. It really does the trick. It's so hydrating. You can just apply it in your evening routine as your last step and let it soak in as you sleep, and it really calms skin down. Snail Mucin, which is just wonderful and full of lots of goodies. Allantoin, Panthenol. It's wonderful. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. If you're vegan or don't want to try snail products, in that place, I would then recommend the Isn't Tree Yam Root Cream, which I'm almost done with. Sadly, I'm going to have to pick it up again. So this is a good alternative if you're vegan or don't want to do the snail thing. Okay, next up, a newer product, and now at Sephora, the Glossier. I'm never going to say their name right. Glossier After Balm, which I believe is approved by the Eczema Foundation. They don't have it on here, but I think it was on the box. Cupuaçu butter. Sorry. Probiotic ferments, vitamin E. It is thick. A little bit of it goes a very, very long way. Let's see if I can get it open here. And literally, don't have to use it too much, but just a little bit of it covers like your whole face. It's a thick, thick texture. There we go. So you can see it. It's like cream cheese, really, the texture of it. That's what it reminds me of. Cream cheese for your face, I guess. Now it's making me hungry for cheesecake. Anyway, so I really like this one. It's got a shorter ingredient list, and a container of this will last you forever. This one's lasted me a long time, and I can go through things fast. This is taking me a while. Really up for cheesecake suddenly. I don't know why. Okay, off the cheesecakes topic, on to the next step, which is the Geek and Gorgeous A-Pad Serum, which I just gave to my brother over Christmas time, which was, I guess, a few months ago. He's always got red face. This was one of the first products that really was a game changer for my skin. I've tried probably a handful of products that have been total game changers, and this is one of them. It's a great way to slowly acclimate your skin towards azelaic acid because it uses an azelaic acid derivative, which is a little bit more gentle on your skin. Pad, potassium azelaicyl diclinate, and then also contains allantoin, which is a great product. If you have redness on a regular basis, this one's a great one. Or if you've tried some azelaic acid and maybe it was a little too strong, this one's a great, I call it kind of like a gateway drug into azelaic acid. So I used this one for years and then finally made the step up into regular azelaic acid, but this stuff was wonderful and it really helped my skin in so many ways. Okay, I'm going to give this one a good shake. And next up is the I'm From Rice Toner. It just looks better when it's shooken. Shaken, not stirred. Because when it sits there, it looks more watery and doesn't look as nice. But when it's shaken up, it looks much more wonderful. So this one, we've got rice extract. Purslane is a good antioxidant, soothing ingredient. Then rice bran extract. For a toner, it's really nicely soothing. There's a lot of toners for brightening or for hydration, but just one that's really great for soothing. This is it. I love it. And I recommend checking out. It's not as expensive. The first time I got it, I remember it being like 30 bucks. And when I just checked the price today, it was like 18. So I don't know if it went down or not, but anyway. Okay, next up, we've got the Isn't Tree Aloe Soothing Gel, the fresh type or the moisture type. The moisture type is the one I mentioned in here because they just repackaged everything. And all these brands are repackaging things and making them more minimalistic. Cupuaçu just did it, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so Isn't Tree did it recently too. Innisfree did it too. And I'm not a big fan of the new packaging. But anyway, okay. So we've got aloe, Centella, Asiatica, green tea, licorice root. So many goodies in here. Wonderful gel texture. I use this frequently in my neck. This is probably the third or fourth tube I've went through. And these tubes are huge. They're over 5 ounces. So this one's nearly empty. I love it. I use it a lot in the summer and on my neck year round. Okay, next up we've got the Topicals Like Butter, which they just changed a little bit, but as far as I know, the newest version still has the colloidal oatmeal, Madecassoside, turmeric, oat kernel, also has ginseng and green tea. It's at Sephora. Now I know why they put it in the Allure Beauty box in January, because they're trying to get rid of the previous version, because now they came with a new version. Yeah. I never am a big fan when brands change things, but anyway, that stuff was great. And I think I still have another tube left from before. So, okay, next up, got a couple more left. The Claire's Midnight Blue Calming Cream, Chamomile, Centella Asiatica, Argan Oil, Purslane. This is just a wonderful product. I've been using it for years now. I recommend everyone try it at least once, because if it works for you, it will be a miracle, wonderful product. Then we've got the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5. With shea butter, Madecassoside, Panthenol. It's at Ulta or anywhere. This is a really lovely cream. It seems to be a great one for people that use strong retinoids and tretinoin. It helps with hydration and preventing some of that dryness from occurring. And then a bonus product, the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I love it. Now that they reformulated it, I'm not talking about the old version. The new version is wonderful. So, and then anything else like that, you can put these on the dry areas, seal it in with a little bit of Vaseline, and go about your day. Another thing, I did read a little bit of a research article on HelioCare, which is a supplement, polypodium leucotomus. I take it every day. It helps protect your skin against sun damage, but there's some research showing it may help with atopic dermatitis. So if you frequently have eczema or issues like that, it might be something worth considering just besides the help protecting your skin against sun damage. Antihistamines can help if you have eczema or get flare-ups occasionally. That might help kind of help break what's going on. Wet wrapping is another technique for really bad eczema on your legs or arms. You apply the ointments and then you put like a wet bandage over it and then leave it on for the night. And then another one people recommend for eczema is diet and allergy testing, because maybe you've got an allergy to a specific food that's causing flare-ups. I mean, everything's on our body is interrelated, so something else to think about. But anyway, these are my favorites for soothing red, irritated, damaged, retinization, eczema, whatever issue you have. These are wonderful soothing products, and saw a lot of Oatmeal, Madecassoside, Centella. They're all wonderful. So anyway, interesting from you guys if you have a favorite for soothing your skin. What is it and what do you love about it? Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.